All right, thank you for joining us again. So let's get started now and so take a look at some of the top big stories of the day. Now, the first one, of course, is that former governor of Akwa State, Godswill Akpabio, has been elected as the Senate President of the 10th Assembly. Akpabio, who is the preferred candidate of the All Progressive Congress, was paired with the senator representing Kano South, Jibril Barau. Jibril Barau now emerged as the Deputy Senate President. So let's get talking now. We have Sumbo Badejoko, who is a policy and public affairs analyst. He joins us via the telephone now. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. It's good to have you again. And congratulations. Happy Democracy Day.
Good morning, Frank. It's good to be here again. And congratulations to you too.
Oh, yes. So maybe before I get into this, well, it's good that after 24 years of democratic government, this is the 10th assembly, and people are saying, look, what changed? What the expectations are quite high, and what are the things that we should expect of this 10th assembly? And if you look at the drama that surround the emergence of Godswill Akpabio as the Senate President, and also how visionary or strong is this? I mean, this 10th Assembly, that's the big question of the day, and it's something that is going to continue. So maybe we should start from there. What's your position on its emergence, having Godswill Akpabio as the Senate President, and of course Jibril Barau, who is from Kano South, as the Deputy Senate President? Talk to us.
The emergence of Akpabio will do a little bit of balancing. Remember when the presidential election was to be held, people complained about the combination of the candidate and the running mate of the APC being Muslim. And now we just elected a Senate President that is a Christian, and that will be the head of the legislative arm of government. There's going to be a kind of balance in there. And so the notion that probably the party choose him and impose on others, the party is always there to give direction. That is why none of these senators contested as independent candidates. They were all elected under the platform of the political party. So the party has a little bit of say, and of course the law says the party with the highest number of seats will produce the leadership of the House, and that is what has happened. So, being an ally of the president will serve a little bit of positive, because it's better to have a cordial or a friendly legislative arm, because of the policies that we want to push through at the level of the executive, so that those policies can go through the legislature. But if you have an hostile assembly or legislative arm, policies may be stepped down, and that, of course, will affect the performance of government. What people are afraid of is rubber stamping. Maybe anything that comes from the executive will just be stamped and without proper scrutiny. I don't want to believe that these 10 senators will not learn from their predecessors and not do the right thing in terms of scrutinizing every policy and legislation that will be proposed to them.
Change begins from the National Assembly, given the kind of laws or bills that they bring into the House. Specifically, we just talked about policies as well. Some people believe that why Godswill Akpabio, it seems that he's someone to be pushed around compared to Kalu, who is from the southeast. And some people say, look, why not get someone from the south to compensate for the fact that southeast seems to be left out of this equation? And so where's the issue of federal character? Because you also need to talk about federal character. So if the president and the deputy are Muslim, and one is from the southwest, the other one from the southeast, and so where is the federal character in terms of bringing southeast? So I beg your pardon, the other one is from the northeast, rather, because the vice president is from the northeast. So you need to bring in also bring in southeast, and that is where the choice of Kalu, came in. But it seems that that was pushed around. So now, how do we talk about? Yeah, how do we talk about balancing when the Southeast is left out in this equation?
The Southeast is not left out. At least I think the position of Deputy Speaker is very sound for the Southeast. The region that we could say has been left out of that equation is the North Central, though they have given them the secretary to the government of the Federation. But in terms of Senate presidency coming to the Southeast, if you want to go back memory lane, from 1999 to 2007, that position was actually retained in the Southeast. We have 5 Senate presidents coming from the Southeast. And this is the first man to emerge from the South-South. So there is no region that will not agitate. There is no region that will not want to make noise that, come on, they're hedging us out. We're also part of this thing. So you understand? So that is the way I see it. And of course, we are having the very first, apart from Joseph Wyatt, that started with Presidential Shagari in the Second Republic. This is the first man in this dispensation, this Fourth Republic that will be from the South-South, which I think is a welcome development. And in terms of experience, exposure, experience in governance, legislative experience, he is also as qualified as Odius Okalu. You understand? He also had a little bit of executive experience, having been a minister, which Kalu has not been. So you look at all of that, and of course, party loyalty, sharing common vision with the president and the majority of the party agenda. All these things are what was put into consideration. How do you for Kalu? I wouldn't know, because he didn't deliver it, and he didn't deliver that much, even in senatorial district for the party. So these are things that the party may have considered by not choosing him. This politics is a game of number, and they will also compare. That's why the Northwest seems to be having 2 of the major slots ahead of the North Central view. And if we want to even look at it from that contribution, some people have argued that Southeast have not contributed well enough for the APC's emergence in the last election, that the deputy speakership should even be given to the North Central. But they said no, you can't just say that. You have to, in the purpose of inclusion, reserve something for the Southeast, which has been done and which is a welcome development.
Now, with the composition we're seeing, Mr. Badejiko, I want us to look at, what is the assurance that this the 10th National Assembly will not be a rubber stamp, to be pushed around like, the former, National Assembly, where people say, no, they are like rubber stamp, National Assembly. So what is the hope or the assurance that this 10th National Assembly will not be pushed around? Secondly, what change do you think they will bring in terms of policy? Do they have the requisite, the requirement, the capacity, the fearlessness, to make the necessary changes that will affect, the Nigerian masses in terms of, living standard of average Nigeria, in terms of working condition, in terms of business friendly environment and all of that? Talk to us about this.
Yeah, for them not to be a rubber stamp, that is the responsibility of people like us and people like you, who will monitor along the line, be a watchdog to them, and of course raise our voices when they appear to be going towards that route. But for now, let us hope that they will not be rubber stamped. They will scrutinize every the legislative proposal given to them, the budget especially, and of course ensure that even the appointment will not be wrong pegs in the wrong goal. Okay. Those are the things that we expect from them, and we will also be on the lookout to ensure that we try how we echo their errors and help them to even perform. In terms of the policy, it is not their own responsibility to formulate policy. That is the job of the executive. They are just to give legal backing to whatever policy that is to be formulated. So, and that is why I said there is supposed to be a cordial relationship between the executive and the legislature, because if an innovative policy is coming up, like what we do not have in existence before, if the legislature do not sign into that thing, it's going to be stamped down, and the executive cannot do anything that has not been legislated upon. It will amount to unconstitutionality. So that is where they need to really work together, and that's where the synergy is important.